It's time for Tomcats Countdown, presented by your local McDonald's. I'm loving it. Now, with a preview of tonight's game, here's the voice of the Tomcats, Dickie Martin.
Hello, everybody, from Bardstown, Kentucky, here at Bardstown, Kentucky. Welcome to another Tomcat basketball game. We're on the road for our second of four. Last night with a convincing win over Lincoln County, 75-78 to 23. The Tomcats ran their winning streak to 7 in a row and now have a record of 10-5. Hosting tonight, the Bardstown Tigers. The Tigers come in with a record of 9-2. They've won 2 in a row, 4 of their last 5. They beat Thomas Nelson here at home last night, 74-51. For Ashland and Bardstown, it'll be the third meeting between the two. The Tomcats have won the previous 2. We were last here in 2021 when the Tomcats hung a 15-point win over the Tigers, 77-62. And Bardstown came to Ashland the following year, and Ashland pummeled them pretty good, 82-57. For Ryan Bonner, he's in his third year. He's won 56 and lost just 28. James Boo Brewer, the former University of Louisville standout, who played under Danny Crum, in his 15th year at the helm of the Bardstown Tigers, with a record of 291 wins. He's closing in on 300 and has just 150 losses to his credit. Bardstown, regional champions. The last time they won the 5th region here in western Kentucky. They did it in 2014. Well, yeah, I thought I'd lost power there for a minute. I got a band. They've got me. Let me explain where I am right now. I'm again in the end zone. I'm on the what they call a little stage area high above the floor, and I have to sit to the side of the table because if I sat behind the table, I couldn't see the floor, or about half of it. So I have to sit to the side of the table, and then they have this band up here, a little 3-man band of about 20 feet away, and they'll be playing music all night long. So if you have trouble hearing me, number one, it could be a blessing. But number two, bear with me, because I'm battling a band here tonight with the guitars and the bass and the drums and all that kind of stuff. So bear with me tonight, and we'll get through this. Anyway, Bardstown won last the region in 2014. They've won 8 regions here in the 5th. They won the district back in 2023. The Tomcats, of course, 6-time 16th region champions, and going after number 7 this year as the Tomcats go after their 39th regional title. For the Tomcats, with their win last night, they moved up 14 spots in the RPI. They went from number 44 to number 30. Bardstown is ranked number 40th in the state of Kentucky. Bardstown here at home has a record of 4-1. The Tigers opened their season with their only loss here at home to South Oldham, 80-54. Then defeated John Hardin on the road. Hopkinsville over at Muhlenberg County by 8, 66-58. Beat Nelson County on the road 59-49, their crosstown rival. Taylor County, they held on for a 3-point win, 65-62. Beat Washington County here at home 78-34. Bardstown Bethlehem, the other rival here in Nelson County, 77-61. On the road at Franklin Simpson and beat the Wildcats 54-50. Their second loss, and only their second loss of the year, came to Greenwood on the road 50-48. And since then have rolled off wins over Washington County 64-57. And of course last night against Thomas Nelson 74-51. The Ashland Kittens dropped a tough one last night to Louisville Sacred Heart, the top-ranked team in the state of Kentucky and the 3-time state champion on the girls' side of things, 82-48. They are getting ready to tip off right now at Bullitt East High School with a record of 7-7. Monday night, the Kittens of Coach Stacy Davis will be at Russell. And then next Saturday, they'll be hosting the Kitten Classic at the James A. Anderson Gym with 6 games on tap, and we hope you come out. They start at noon with girls play, Martin County against Morgan County, followed by Russell and Knott County Central, Nicholas County and Huntington High, Wayne, West Virginia against Notre Dame Academy. The Tomcats will play Saturday evening at about 6 o'clock in the boys competition, the only boys game of the 6-game classic against Pikeville. And then the Kittens will wrap things up with a nightcap as they'll host West Jessamine. So we hope you come out for those games next Saturday for the annual Kitten Classic. All right, so it's Ashland and Bardstown here tonight. It should be a pretty good one. Both teams like to get it up and down the floor. The Tomcats average 72 points a game. Bardstown 65. We'll come back and talk to James Boo Brewer, the head coach of the Bardstown Tigers, in just a moment here on Cat Sports.
Big Sandy knows better performance begins with better sleep, whether that's in the boardroom, the classroom, or the gym. No shortcuts, no workarounds. If you're not sleeping, well, it's more than likely your old mattress. We have the top brands to try before you buy. Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Sealy, Casper, Purple, Nectar, and more at the guaranteed lowest price. Plus, free fast delivery on most sets and a 120-night guarantee, and financing options regardless of your credit. Better sleep begins at Big Sandy Superstore.
Celebrity impersonation not an endorsement.
Bluegrass Wound Care and Hyperbarics in Ashland is different. Bluegrass Wound Care is not just a wound care center, it's a wound healing center. The experts at Bluegrass Wound Care and Hyperbarics provide compassionate and advanced care. Their skilled team, equipped with state-of-the-art technology, is here for you. Make your appointment today and enjoy convenient parking within 25 feet of the door. Call 606-325-6493 or visit bluegrasswoundcare.com. Bluegrass Wound Care and Hyperbarics. We are wound care in Kentucky.
Stop by Toyota of Ashland before or after the game and save thousands during Truck Month at Toyota of Ashland. Save up to $5,000 off MSRP on select Toyota Tundras and Toyota Tacomas. Up to $3,000 off MSRP. It's Truck Month at Toyota of Ashland. They look forward to seeing you soon. Stop by 3503 Winchester Avenue in Ashland, Kentucky, or visit toyotaofashland.com. Toyota of Ashland Truck Month. Toyota Tundras is based off stock number T235773 and Tacoma stock number T052137.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
This is Tomcats Countdown, presented by your local McDonald's. I'm loving it on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Coach James Brewer tonight, Ashland and Bardstown. Well, it's good to be back down here. We played several times here in the last few years.
You have played here several times. You came here last time. You had a really, really good team. Yeah. I think y'all ended up going to state that year, and but every year y'all a tough team and have great coaching and great players.
Well, tell us about your basketball team. You're off to a pretty good start.
We are off to a good start. God willing. The thing about us is that we're young. We have a lot of football players, and so the month of December was us to get in good shape and get our chemistry together, and so we coming along. We right where we need to be right now.
Well, that's good. What do you like about being 9-2? There's got to be some things you like about this.
Well, I love their defensive tenacity. I love their the will to win. They play well together. They shoot the ball really well. I love a lot about them because the thing about it is that every day they're getting better, and so they're working really hard.
Yeah. Some areas though, you got to get better.
Well, we got to get better at just staying focused and finishing game out from first quarter to the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Which is they're young, they teenagers, so that happens. But we're getting better and we're working at it.
All right, you have seen Ashland, I'm sure. What do you see?
I see a very, very good state contender team.
You got to guard them. They like to shoot that three.
You better guard them. If you don't guard them, then you have a rough night and you probably won't sleep well.
All right. Give me a couple of keys to the game tonight.
Well, a couple of keys is this, we got to control the game and limit them to one shot and limit them to, trying to take away some of their threes. And then we just got to take care of the ball and just do what we do best.
Okay. Good luck tonight and throughout the year. Hope to see you in March.
Hope to see you in March, and God bless you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Coach. Coach James Brewer, Bardstown, back in a moment here on Cat Sports.
This is Clay at Pollock's, where you will find the Tri-State's largest selection of diamonds. We are also your home for all of your Pandora stackable rings and your Alex and Ani needs. Locally owned and operated since 1874, Pollock's is a name that you know and trust. We provide professional service with a personal touch that has kept clients coming back year after year. Visit Pollock's at 913 Winchester Avenue in Ashland or on the web at pollocksjewelers.com.
Primary Plus has invested in your health and invested in the health of our community. Primary Plus Ashland is happy to grow our team, welcoming family nurse practitioner Morgan Elkins, as well as Kelsey Lucas to our counseling services team. Primary Plus Grayson is excited to add dermatology with nurse practitioner Kelly Sparks. Primary Care Pediatrics, Women's Health, Infusion, Counseling, Pharmacy, and now dermatology. Complete care for the entire family. Primary Plus has 14 locations, including Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and their newest location in Moorhead. See them online at primaryplus.net.
Mark Porter Chevrolet Buick GMC in Ashland, Kentucky is celebrating fall savings with great GM deals. New 24 Buick Envista starting at $24,995 or 24 Chevy Trax starting at $21,995. To kick off the fall, Carberry says it's time to kick some beep. Just like Ole Miss found out, you do not mess with blue bloods. 24 Chevy Heavy Duty Pickup save up to $9,000 off. 24 Chevy 1500 Silverado save up to $12,000 off. 2,250 Trade Assist must trade a 2010 or newer. Save up to $14,000 off. GMC Sierra 1500 pickups in stock. The all-new redesigned Buick Envision and Enclaves. We have them. Must see today. Shop 24 hours at markportergm.com. We are the fastest growing GM dealer in Kentucky, and our goal this year is to finish second. To do that, we must sell a lot of Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and we have over 800 available to choose from. Tahoe, Suburban, and GMC Yukons. We have 30 to choose from. Save $8,500 on GMC all-new electric Hummer, 18 in stock. Shop us today. Over 200 new crew cabs available. Come to Greenup Avenue in Ashland, Kentucky. Go Tomcats. Go Wildcats. Go Blue. Sale ends October 31st.
You're listening to Tomcats Countdown, presented by your local McDonald's. I'm loving it on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Coach Ryan Bonner, second night in a row on the road here in Bardstown, but I know you had a little time to digest the game last night. Shot it well, played great defense. All around a really good game.
Yeah, very, very complete game on both ends of the floor. I thought we shared the ball beautifully. Obviously, shots were going in, but what really popped and what really stood out was our performance on the defensive end, and against who I thought was a very good Lincoln County team. We're able to get some good rest and recovery after following that game, and we were grateful for, or fortunate enough, to have Coach Austin Sparrow at UC Harrodsburg. He hosted us and allowed us to use their facility for a shoot-around this afternoon before we hit the road, and we're able to kind of get redialed in and refocused for today's game.
All right. Anything in particular about last night? You mentioned offense and defense. I want to say I think, Lincoln County's a better team than what we played them last night, but, it didn't show, and I think that most of the credit goes to the Tomcats.
Yeah, I thought we did a great job of imposing our will defensively, and then like we talked about before the game, we were able to get out in front early, and that allowed us to dictate the pace of the game, and that's always huge against the Jeff Jackson coach team. You don't want to get behind on them, so we did a good job of playing out in front, and as always, we found guys in transition. Last night, it was Preston's night.
Yeah.
Whereas, you go back to that Chapmanville game, it was Drew's night.
Exactly.
And our guys did a really good job of making sure that we found him and kept feeding him the rock. And I think he ended up going 5 of 7 from 3. And, I thought Preston also had a great game defensively. And I think that's where he's making great strides personally. He's starting to defend a lot better. He's starting to help us on the glass. He's playing physical. So he's helping us in a lot more areas than just shooting the basketball. Xander, he was incredibly efficient. Our report came back today. 26 points on 60% from the floor, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 deflections, and 3 steals. So, just a phenomenal all-around game. But I think his performance can be said for each and every guy that played minutes last night. Everybody found a way to help and contribute in more ways than one. Cam Davis, his threes were going in last night. And when he's on the floor and making shots, that makes us a whole lot better.
This basketball team is a lot of say, well, you've got Xander Carter. Yeah, we do, and he's a Mr. Basketball, and he's one of the better players in the state. But I think we're showing to people, not only in our area, but all over the state, we're not a one-man team. Smith can go off. Hoskins can go off. Clark, Lalone, Davis, whoever the case may be. we can put some guys out there that can hurt you.
Yes, in more ways than one, and I think we're starting to get a total buy-in on the defensive end. And when we guard with tenacity, and we play like that offensively on top of that, I don't think that there's anybody that we can't beat. And we got to really keep emphasizing the little details, making the extra pass, setting body on body screens, being physical on blockouts. All those little details matter, especially when you play the type of schedule that we do. But like I said last night, I do feel like we're getting better every day, and we just got to keep taking one step forward each and every night.
Okay. As opposed to last night where we thought, Lincoln County would try to make it a half-court game in the 50s and nobody scores more than 60. Tonight it's not the total opposite, but Bardstown will throw another wrench into things. They like to, get it up and down the floor much like we do.
Yeah, and one of the things that really stood out to me when I started breaking them down is they're averaging 31.5 rebounds a game. And I think that's in part because they send all 5 guys to the glass when the shot goes up. Okay. They don't send anybody back because that's one of the ways they like to score is off second chances. So to me, one of the keys today is going to be defensive rebounding. We can't allow them to get second and third chance points. They have guys like Javon Montgomery, number 10. He's a starting forward for them. He's averaging 9.5 a game and shooting 62.5% from the field and getting 7 rebounds per game. So those numbers right there tell you that he's getting a lot of his points off second chances. Yeah. And they have a couple other guys that have stat lines that look similar. And when you watch them, you can tell that they deliberately, that's something that they emphasize, 5 guys to the glass. So that we're going to have to be really solid in our blockouts. And they will try to pressure us some in the full court. And they're not afraid to play at a rapid tempo, especially on the offensive end. So we got to do a great job of getting back and making them play against the set defense. They're 9-2 right now with losses to South Oldham and Greenwood. Well-coached team. I think Coach Brewer does a phenomenal job. He's got a culture here. He's been here a really long time, and they'll be prepared today.
All right. How do you defend them sending 5 guys to the glass all the time?
I think the key is physicality, and that's something that we've shown that we're not afraid to do, to throw our body around and be physical. But we can't give them free runs when the shot goes up because they're athletic, and if we're not hitting them, they're going to get those free runs. They're athletic enough to go up and get the ball and put it back in. So again, I think physicality is the key, and most importantly, moving away from schematics here, I think, my message to our team today was yesterday's results don't determine today's outcome.
Yeah, right.
Yesterday was yesterday.
Exactly.
You guys played great. You did everything you were supposed to do, but that has no bearing on today. And we have to make sure that we're focused. And, just like we talked about yesterday, everything that you do when you're on the road has to be elevated.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Happy with this basketball team. It'd be great to, on the second game of 4 in a row, it'd be great to get our second one with 2 more to go.
Yeah, this is a business trip, and this is the last leg of it, and we just got to take care of business one more day. And I feel like most importantly, if we can just defend the way that we did yesterday, I like our chances.
Okay. Good luck to you after the game.
All right, thanks, Dickie.
Coach Ryan Bonner of the Tomcats back in a moment on Cat Sports.
McMeans Pharmacy, where you're a name, not a number. They provide personalized care from their locally owned, trustworthy team. McMeans Pharmacy cares about you and your loved one's health and well-being. McMeans Pharmacy proudly supports the Ashland Tomcats. They're here to serve Ashland and their surrounding communities with fast, friendly service at both locations, 2920 Carter Avenue, Ashland, and 708 4th Street, South Point, Ohio.
Hey, Tomcat fans, Old Man Winter's back once again. Don't let him keep you snowed in this year. Ashland Milling can help keep your walks and driveways clear from snow and ice. 50-pound bags of winter ice melt only $9.95. And if you want something that won't hurt your concrete, use 50-pound bags of calcium chloride for only $23.95. Ashland Milling would like to say thanks to the Tri-State for letting us serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats! Come on down to the Jubilee Bingo Hall. Thursday and Friday nights, doors open at 4. Games start at 6:30 with a $5,000 nightly payout. Game 18 is worth $1,100. Friendly workers, padded chairs, 10 miles west of Ashland on Route 60. Take exit 180 off I-64. Go left 1 mile next to Manning Furniture. Phone 606-928-4646.
Owned and operated by People Helping People Incorporated. License number 102.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Get ready for sneaker squeaking, elbow banging, high school hardcourt action. Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340 present Ashland Tomcats basketball. Let's return to the arena for all the play-by-play action with Dickie Martin on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Back, everybody, to Bardstown, Kentucky, here at Bardstown High School. As Ashland and Bardstown get ready to take the floor, and here's our national anthem. National anthem here at Bardstown High School. In Bardstown, it's Ashland and the Tigers. The Tomcats come in 10-5, riding a 7-game win streak. Starting five, as always, Xander Carter, a 6'6 senior, averaging 22 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Tyson Lalon, a 6'3 senior, averaging 9 points and 4 rebounds a game. Preston Huskins, a 6'4 senior, averaging 9 points and 4 rebounds a game. Drew Smith, a 5'10 junior, averaging 11 points and 2 rebounds and 2 assists. Caleb Clark, 6'3 junior, at 12 points and 7 rebounds per contest for the Tomcats. For the Bardstown Tigers, they will start under Coach James Boo Brewer in his 15th year. As I told you, they are 9-2 on the year right now, and winners of 2 in a row. They've only lost 1 game here at home. They'll start Riley Hatfield, a 5'11 senior, 7 points, 3 rebounds a game. Tylen Spalding, a 6'1 sophomore, 8 points and 3 rebounds a game. Sheesh. That PA guy, he's eating that microphone and screaming at the same time. Takeem Tall-Williams, a 6'4 senior, averaging 5 points, 7 rebounds a game. Javen Montgomery, a 6'2 junior, averaging 9 points, 7 rebounds a game. And Miles Stones, a 5'8 sophomore, averaging 16 points and 5 rebounds a game. Bardstown dressed in all white tonight with purple numerals and lettering and black trim. Tomcats in their road maroon with white trim and numerals and piping. And let me make sure it's Hatfield and Tall-Williams, Spalding, Montgomery. We may have it's Amari Stone starting rather than Miles Stone. Amari, a 5'10 senior for the Bardstown Tigers. So that's the way they'll start, and we'll get ready to play a little basketball. Tomcats, I am high above the gym on one end of the gym up in the stage area where there's a band next to me. So if you hear music playing and kind of drowning me out, bear with me. But Ashland will be coming to my end of the floor the first half and away from me in the second half. All right, it'll be Xander Carter at 6'6", going up against Williams, who was at 6'4". Three-man official, don't know any of them. Carter controls the tip to Smith. Here come the Tomcats with the basketball. Bardstown man-to-man. Lalone for a triple to get us started, and it's good. It's 3-0 Ashland. Bardstown on a run out on the other end. They got behind the defense, and Hatfield will get an easy lay-in. And that'll make it 3-2, and we haven't even played 15 seconds. Here comes Carter, walks it across the line. Bardstown man-to-man. Carter dribbling out top of the wing on the far side. Runs it around, down to the free throw line. In the corner, Hoskins, back out to Carter. Carter will make his move to the bucket. He'll lay it up and in. 5-2, Tomcats. Here comes Bardstown with the basketball, and that is Spalding with it. He'll stop. Ashland's going to play a little man-to-man. Spalding will give to Stone. Stone down the lane, lays it up, missed it. Rebound by Drew Smith of the Tomcats. Looks for an outlet. Has some trouble handling it. Fumbles around. Gets it to Caleb Clark ahead of Carter. In the corner, Hoskins open for his triple, and it's short of the mark. And it's rebounded by Spalding. Here comes Bardstown the other way, trailing by 3. Shot blocked by Carter and rebounded by Williams. Out front is Hatfield. Hatfield on the far side throws it away out of bounds. Turnover for Bardstown. Ashland had 4 turnovers last night, and all came in the first quarter. Didn't have a turnover in the next 24 minutes of play. Here comes Carter with it for the Cats, up 5-2. Hoskins, far side now to Lalone. Straight away to Carter. He'll blow by the defender. Stop, pull back. Give it to Smith on the right wing. Smith will penetrate to the elbow. Back out on top to Hoskins. Now to Smith. Bardstown man-to-man. They play pretty good man-to-man defense. Here's Smith looking for Carter. He's got it in front of the Bardstown bench. Now to Caleb Clark. Clark fakes left, goes right down the lane, lays it up and in. 7-2. Tomcats out to a 5-point lead. Here comes Bardstown in a hurry. Out front with it is Spalding. Spalding lets go from 25 feet. Swish. Spalding, not known for his three-point shooting. He only has 8 on the year now, but cuts a lead to 2 at 7-5. We got a foul on Bardstown as Smith brings it across the line. This one will be on Montgomery, his first. Early substitution for Bardstown as Williams will go out. And checking in is number 15, Shekels, a 6'3 senior. Smith will put it in play in his own end zone near side. Brings it into Carter. Now to Hoskins. Back to Carter. He's open for another long 3. It's no good. Lalone goes and gets a rebound. Out front to Clark. Clark left side over to Smith. Good hustle by Lalone to get that rebound. Smith with it. Back out to Clark. Ashland by 2. We're 2 minutes in. Here's Hoskins with it. He'll throw up a 25-footer. It's short of the mark, and it's rebounded by Spalding. Here comes Bardstown with a chance at time. Maybe take the lead. Spalding down into the paint. Can't shoot. Circles back out front and gives it to Stone. Stone dribbling out front against Smith. They set the high pick and roll. He'll stop at the arc near side. Spalding from way out. It's no good. Carter with a rebound for the Cats. 5:20 to go in the quarter. Ashland leads at 7-5. Carter up the near sideline. They can't guard him. He'll go to the bucket, lay it up and in, and he'll get fouled. Oh, they're all calling offensive foul. Oh, that's awful. That's right under me. I saw it with my own blue eyes, buddy. That's a terrible call. Terrible. He could hear me, too, because I'm not 10 feet from him. Tomcat turnover on a terrible call by the official. All right, Bardstown with it. Here comes Hatfield to Stone. Stone gets it back to Spalding, to Stone, down to the baseline. He's cut off. Out front, we got a violation as Stone was standing on the inline. Second turnover for Bardstown. Ashland's got it coming the other way. 4:59 to go in the quarter. Ashland up to a 2. Clark will inbounds it to Carter. Bardstown picking up full court man-to-man. They don't try to trap or anything out of that. Carter up the far sideline. Not much of a crowd here today. I think Ashland's got as many fans here as Bardstown. Here's Carter with it out front. He'll make his move to the bucket. He'll lay it up and in again. Nobody can guard him. And it's 9-5, Ashland by 4. Shekels is trying to guard him, but it's not working. Spalding down the lane, throws one up over Lalone. And it was a prayer that was answered. Here comes Carter again, 9-7, Ashland by 2. Carter with it. On the cross court to Caleb Clark. Clark will bowl by Shekels again, go to the bucket. He'll get tripped and fouled. Going to the hole. Same the official that blew the other call. Let's see if he blows this one. Bardstown player is hurt down here below me. Can't tell who it is. The foul is going to be on. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. And the young man is hurt. I can't tell who it is because his number is not, might be Shekels. I'm not real sure. Ashland leads at 9-7. They let both teams go to the benches. 4:20 to go here in the first quarter with Ashland up by 2. I think it is Shekels that was the injured player. Hatfield will check in for him, who started a 5'11 senior. But the injured player is Shekels. DeAndre Shekels, a 6'3 senior. Averages a couple of points and 3 rebounds. They get him up on his feet. He's a little woozy as Coach Brewer gets him onto his feet. And they'll take him to the bench area, I'm sure. So Bardstown has 4 players in the game. Shekels will not play, so they'll escort him to the bench, and Williams will check back in. Ashland basketball when play resumes. Smith will inbounds it to Lalone way out front at the top of the circle. Gives to Carter. Carter with a high pick and roll. We're going to call an offensive foul on Caleb Clark. Not a good pick, and he picks up his first foul and the second Tomcat turnover. 9-7 Ashland leads it. 4:17 to go in the quarter. Spalding will inbounds it in backcourt to Stone. Stone will walk it across the line. Ashland will play half court man-to-man. Brings it up the near sideline. Crosses left side. Cross court. He gives it up to Montgomery. Montgomery back to Stone. Now to Spalding. Spalding fakes. Backs out over top the arc. Guarded by Lalone. Will penetrate. Take it down into the paint. Spin turn with a fall away. Lalone blocks it and also rebounds it. Good job by Tyson. Up to Clark. Caleb inside out to Hoskins. Hoskins back to Clark. Clark with it. In the wing on the near side. Gives to Smith. Smith resets the offense. Bardstown man-to-man. Smith bounces near side to Lalone. Lalone will stop. Give it now to Clark. Clark with the basketball. Will take it around the arc to Smith. Smith will penetrate. Back out for his 3 ball. It's no good. And it's rebounded by Spalding. Here comes Bardstown. Spalding down the left side. Gives to Hatfield. Hatfield into the paint. A hooker. No good, but a foul on Ashland with 3:22 to go in the quarter. And that one is going to be on Hoskins, his first. That will put Barnett, who's checked into the game, 6'2" sophomore for Bardstown. He will shoot 2. Averages 3 points and 2 rebounds a game. He can tie it with a couple of freebies here. First one's up, it's bouncing in. Cuts the lead in half at 9-8. For Bardstown, checking in for the first time tonight is number 20, Miles Stones, who I had him starting. Spalding will go out. 9-8, but Barnett can tie it up for the first time tonight, and he does just that. Our first tie at 9. Inbounds to Carter. 3:15 to go in the first quarter. Bardstown picks up and half court man-to-man. Here's Carter. Left side, now penetrates, now backs out. He'll make his move against Hatfield, throw up an air ball. That doesn't happen very often. Rebounded by Montgomery. Montgomery up floor now to Stones. Stones has a strip by Carter. Carter to Lalone. He'll go to the hole, lay it up, miss a gimme. Bardstown has a rebound coming out of there. Montgomery slinging it downfield, gets it to Hatfield. Hatfield now to Stone. Stone bounces it off his leg and out of bounds. Oh my goodness. It's that same official. They're going to give that to Bardstown, and the Bardstown player kicked it out of bounds. That's awful. Out goes Hoskins, and in comes Cam Davis for the Cats. A tie game at 9, 2:45 to go in the quarter. Stones to try and get it in. Lobs it way out front near the big Paul print, their logo at midcourt. He'll give to Montgomery. Montgomery now to Stones. Stones with it. In the far side. Let's go with a long 3. It's good. Stones is their 3-point shooter. He's got his 25th of the year, and Bardstown has their first lead now at 12-9 after trailing it 7-2. Here comes Carter with the basketball. 2:20 to go in the quarter. Bardstown still man-to-man. Carter with it around the arc to the left side. takes his man to the baseline, out to Smith, now to Lalone, now to Smith. Smith with it. He'll penetrate. He'll go to the bucket, get fouled, no call, put it up and in anyway, and they'll call they better call a foul. James Brewer's halfway out on the court. They'll count the bucket by Smith. And I didn't ever see who the foul was on. So Drew will get the chance in an and one and try and tie it up. Ashland's cut the lead to 1 at 12-11. 2:05 to go in the quarter. Smith, our best free throw shooter, at 85%. Nails it. And we got our second tie at 12. Here comes Bardstown with it. Stone with it. They have a Stone and a Stones. Now Montgomery, elbow right side, no good. Rebound by Caleb Clark. Here come the Cats in a hurry. Lalone going to pick it up. He's going to take it to the hole. Lay it up, reverse, no good. Rebounded by Montgomery at Bardstown. The outlet to Stone. Stone down floor, knocked away by Davis. Ashland's got the steal. Turnover Bardstown. Carter comes down floor. Bobbles it, picks it up, heads to the far side, gives to Davis, now to Clark. Smith, a corner three pocket, good. And the Tomcats have scored 6 in a row, I'm sorry. Regained the lead at 15-12 as we get our second lead change. And Bardstown calls a quick 30-second timeout with 92 seconds to go in the quarter. The Tomcats are leading it 15-12 after trailing 12-9. And here goes the band. Tomcat basketball brought to you in part by UK King's Daughters Medical Center, Members Choice Credit Union, Premier Physical and Occupational Therapy, and Sloan Realtor. People's Bank, Brace Yourself Orthodontics, Ashland Credit Union, and Dr. Matthew Lewis and Lewis Family Care for all your family's medical needs. Don't forget our Tomcat pregame show, brought to you by McDonald's, our countdown to tip-off. I'm loving it. Our postgame coaches show, brought to you by People Helping People. We'll also have our Big Sandy Superstore, Superstar of the Game. All that coming up here on the broadcast on Cat Sports. Kitten Classic is next Saturday with 6 games starting at noon. The Tomcats play at 6 against Pikeville. The Kittens play at 7:30 against West Jessamine. There are 4 other games before that. We invite you out. Bardstown will put in Chai Pointer, a 6'3 freshman. And here comes Stones across the line for Bardstown. Ashland's gone 2-3 zone, up by 3. Stones will penetrate that zone, go into the paint, throw one off the glass and in. Nice athletic move by Stones. Cuts the lead to 1 at 15-14. Minute 10 to go in the quarter. Here comes Lalone with it. Lalone will stop. He'll set the offense out front with Bardstown the man-to-man. Left side it goes to Davis. Out front to Carter. Out near the midcourt stripe. Carter looks things over. Crossover dribble. They isolate him. He'll blow by the defender. Go up for 8 feet. In and out and no good. Got his rebound and good. 17-14. Cats by 3 at 48 seconds to go. Here comes Stones. He's a welcome addition to Bardstown as they put him in the game. He's got 5 points. Here's Stones with it way out front. He'll penetrate, back out, one to shoot, but doesn't. Montgomery lets go with a long one. No good. Rebound tipped around, and Caleb Clark tips it to Smith. Cats with it, up by 3 at 30 seconds to go. Smith will penetrate. He'll go by the defender. He'll lay it up. Golly, that about thing fell off. How did it do that? Rebounded by Bardstown. Here comes Stones at 18 seconds. Ashland up by 3. Tomcats in their 2-3 zone. Down to 12 seconds. Stones just stands and dribbles out near midcourt at 10 at 9. Near side knocked away by Clark and out of bounds. Good deflection by Clark with 7 seconds to go. For Bardstown, checking in is Kevin Calhoun, the 5'8 senior, and Montgomery will go out. They bring it into Stones at 5. Stones crosses. He'll set to the top of the key. Right side, here's a long one by Spalding. Way off, tipped up and in at the horn by Williams. Williams will tip it up and in at the horn to make it a 1-point game. It's Ashland 17 and Bardstown 16 at the end of 1 here on Cat Sports.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
If KFB, the Better Bank, is dedicated to its customers. We want you to feel confident with every financial decision made at KFB. From checking accounts to loans, we have your back. KFB is where a strong financial foundation starts. Visit us at one of our locations or www.kfb.bank to see how we can help you start building your financial foundation. KFB, the Better Bank. Located in Ashland, Summit, Catlettsburg, Louisa, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Now back to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Ashland leads it at the end of one here in Bardstown, 17-16. Bardstown will send out Calhoun, Stones, Spalding, Williams, and Pointer. As Bardstown has it to start the second eight. Tomcats in their 2-3. You got Davis Smith on the front side. Hoskins, Carter, and Clark on the back side. Standing and dribbling is Spalding against that zone. Right side to Stones. He'll let go from 30 feet. Missed it, thank goodness. Chased down in the corner by Drew Smith of Ashland. Here come the Cats up one. Smith ahead to Davis. Davis in forecourt. Out dribbling at center circle. Right side over to Carter. Carter will blow by the defender. Fall down. Lose a handle on it. Basketball goes down low to Clark. Clark will spin. Inside out. Three by Cam Davis. Short. Rebounded by Caleb Clark. He'll go right back up. Got it and got fouled. Great athletic move by Caleb Clark. Count the bucket. And Clark will go to the line for the and one. A 77% free throw shooter. Ashland up by 3. Caleb averages 12 points, 7 rebounds. Missed it a little bit short. Rebound loose on the floor. Picked up by Williams. Ahead to Stones. He'd walk with it. He sure did. For Bardstown, their 5th turnover. Caleb Clark will come out of the game, and checking back in for the Tomcats is Hoskins. Hoskins will put it in play on the far side in backcourt. Free throw line extended into Davis. Davis guarded by Williams. 4 against 4. Davis will bring it across the line straight away. Look to his left. Sets things up. They go with a high pick and roll. Davis looking. Goes to Smith now. Smith gives to Carter. Carter fakes the 3. Now he decides to take that 3 and miss it. Rebound Lalone. Put it right back up and in. Lalone crashed the boards and got a nice put back. 21-16. Ashland by 5. It equals their biggest lead of the night. Here comes Bardstown Stones against a Tomcat 2-3. Spalding to Stones. He'll penetrate in the corner. Calhoun will shoot a 3 and make it. His third 3 of the year. 21-19. Ashland by 2. They're a good shooting team, though. They shoot 43% behind the arc. Here's Carter with it for the Cats to Smith. Smith will try his 3. He'll nail it. Drew Smith with his second 3. And the Cats back up by 5 at 24-19. Here comes Bardstown. Stones with it. Over on the top of the wing against Davis. Back to the near side to Spalding. Back over to Stones. Stones penetrates and then backs it out. 6:10 to go in the half. Bounce near side. Here's Spalding. Spalding double teamed on that far wing. He'll look. Bring it around on the dribble. Penetrate into the paint. Free throw line jumper. Way off the mark. Rebounded by Carter. Here come the Cats with the numbers. Carter's going to take it right to the bucket and lay it in. Make it 26-17. Ashland enjoys their biggest lead right now at 7. Down floor, Williams misses a shot inside. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll belong to, with 5:46 to go in the half, the Tomcats. Checking back in for Bardstown. Now comes number 1, Amari Stone. And Calhoun. Davis, Carter, Hoskins, Lalone, and Smith for the Cats, who up by 7. Davis runs it over to the near wing, gives to Smith. Smith gives it to Carter. Carter guarded by Pointer out front. Blows by him. He'll go to the bucket, lay it up and in. It'll count, and he'll get fouled. Nope, they'll call it on the floor. It's the same official. He's just bad. This guy's terrible. Foul is going to be on Amari Stone, his first. He's about 6'9", maybe 10. He doesn't have a clue what's going on. Spalding, or no, that's Montgomery checking back in for Montgomery County, or for Bardstown. And out will go Pointer. Ashland basketball. Smith inbounds still alone. Ashland up by 7. Out front to Hoskins. They set the high pick and roll for him. Hoskins will penetrate, lose a handle on it, now pick it up and throw a three right in the bucket. His first three of the night, 29-19. Ashland with a double-digit lead right now at 5:10 to go in the quarter. Tomcats have outscored them 12-3 to start this 3 minutes of the second period. Driving is Hatfield. Give and go nicely to Montgomery as his shot blocked by Hoskins. Rebound by Carter. Here come the Cats ahead to Davis, and he let it go through his hands and out of bounds. Third Tomcat turnover of the night. With 4:56 to go in the half, Ashland leads by 10. Cam Davis comes out, limping just a tad, and back in is Caleb Clark. He's still not over that ankle injury, but I didn't see him limping last night, but tonight, just a tad. All right, here's Bardstown with it out front. That is Stone with it. Over to Stones, and in the corner to Hatfield. Hatfield with it against the Tomcat 2-3. Now to Stone. Stone will penetrate near side. Calhoun in the corner, Montgomery. Montgomery penetrates, has it knocked away. Ball loose on the floor. Smith digs it out. Turnover Bardstown. Here come the Cats. Caleb Clark in a hurry. Now he'll slow it down. Give it to Carter with Ashland up by 10. 4:20 to go here in the first half. Carter dribbling out front. And another big Paul logo. Looks for the back door. Goes to Hoskins at the elbow. Puts it up. Good looking shot. Just wouldn't go. Rebound Montgomery to Stone. Stone will hustle it across the 10-second stripe. Go over to Stones. Back to Stone. And now to Calhoun against that zone. Now to Stone. High post to Hatfield from the elbow. He'll miss it. Rebounded by Caleb Clark. Tomcats with the basketball up 10 with 3:50 to go. Both teams have hit a little lull here. Here's Hoskins for three, trying to get us out of that. Missed it. Rebounded by Montgomery. Montgomery up to Stone. Stone will dribble it into forecourt. Give to Stones from way out, and he hit another one. He's got two of those tonight from way out. 29-22, Ashland by 7 with 3:30 to go in the half. Carter will walk it up the far sideline. They set the high pick and roll. Carter will go against Calhoun now. Back it up near side. Here's Lalone for his three. Good, and right on the money. He's got two tonight. 32-22. Tomcats back out by 10. Down the lane goes Stone. Inside out to Hatfield for his three-ball try, and it's good. Hatfield gets his first three to make it 32-25. Ashland by 7. Smith will go inline to inline. Throw it off the glass. No, got his rebound. Gets it out to Carter. Carter will take it down low and put it up and miss it. 2:50 to go in the half. Ashland's lead at 7. Here comes Stone with it. Ashland in a 2-3 zone. Now to Montgomery. Right side to Stones. And back out to Montgomery, and a timeout for Bardstown. We've got 2:43 to go in the first half. Ashland leads at 32-25. It'll be another quick 30-second timeout. Gives me time to tell you that the Kitten Classic is next Saturday, 1 week from today at the James A. Anderson Gym. We got 6 games on tap, 5 girls games starting at noon with Martin County against Morgan County, followed by Russell and Knott County Central, then Nicholas County and Huntington High, Wayne, West Virginia, and Notre Dame Academy. The Tomcats will play at 6 o'clock against the Pikeville Panthers in the only boys game, and then the girls will resume with the Kittens hosting West Jessamine at 7:30. We invite you out to that. Please come out. Tomcats are back in action Tuesday. We'll be going to Russell. By the way, the Tomcat JVs won tonight by 10, and now they're 5-2, and I'll go over their scoring at halftime. And yes, Elijah Neal is still not eligible. Thought we might get a letter this week from the KHSAA, and quite honestly, and I'll say it again, KHSAA dragging their feet. Didn't get anything. Here's Stone into the lane, has it knocked away, but gathered back in by Calhoun to Montgomery. Back out to Stone. Out near midcourt, left side to Calhoun. Down to the baseline, he's cut off. Back out now to Stone. Stone will penetrate, go down low to Hatfield. He'll put his shot up over Carter, knocked away out of bounds by Hoskins. It'll stay with Bardstown with 2:16 to go. Out goes Smith. In comes Cam Davis for Ashland. And for Bardstown, Quavon Montgomery, a 5'9" senior, is in. All right, Stones will bring it into Hatfield. Hatfield out to Montgomery. So we got 2 Montgomerys in the game, Quavon and Javen. Out front is Stones. He just dribbles on top of the big Paul with 2 minutes to go in the half, down 7. Gets it to Stones. Stones penetrates, can't shoot. Dribbles it over to the far side. Guarded by Davis and Ashland. He'll let go from the same spot. This time he missed one. Rebounded by Caleb Clark for the Tomcats. Clark comes out there on the dribble with Ashland up 7. Minute 45 to go here in the second quarter. Clark runs it around the near side to Lalone. Lalone gives it now to Cam Davis. Davis directing traffic out front into minute 35. Dribbling out front on top of the Paul. Gives to Carter. Carter guarded by Montgomery. He'll go to the hole again. Lay it up and in. He's got 10 all on 2-pointers. 34-25. Ashland by 9. Here comes Stones again. He won't take the shot. He'll give it to Stone. Stone to Montgomery. That's Quavon Montgomery. Minute 10 to go to Stones, and now to Stone. Stones, Stone, Montgomery, Montgomery, and Hatfield. Near side it comes. Here's Quavon Montgomery. Back out to Stone, now to Stones, and now to Stone, and now to, as they run around the perimeter of that 2-3 zone, to Hatfield, and he threw it away out of, oh, they say Ashland tipped it. Yeah, maybe we did. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Pointer is back in, and Javen Montgomery will go out for Bardstown. 55 seconds to go in the half. Ashland leading it 34-25. They bring it in to Stone. Tomcats still in their 2-3 and have played it very well today. Right side to Stone. Stone's been our only problem. He can hit him from way out. He'll give it now to Stone. Swing it near side to Quavon Montgomery. Back out to Stone. Back out to Montgomery. Now to a Hatfield at the elbow. His shot up. No good. Rebound tipped out into the hands. Hoskins to Carter. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Tomcats will wait for one, leading it by 9. Xander Carter dribbling out front, guarded by Hatfield. Caleb Clark will set the high pick and roll with 19 seconds to go. No, he won't. Carter will just stand and dribble at 15 seconds. Now down to 13. Now they set the high pick and roll. Carter will take it down the left side of the lane, feed it in the corner to Davis, back out to Carter. His jumper from 19-9 is short, no good. Rebounded by Stone at 2 seconds at 1. From half court, they won't get a shot off. At the end of one half of play, it's Ashland 34 and Bardstown 25. We'll return in just a moment here on Cat Sports.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
This is Clay at Pollock's, where you will find the Tri-State's largest selection of diamonds. We are also your home for all of your Pandora stackable rings and your Alex and Ani needs. Locally owned and operated since 1874, Pollock's is a name that you know and trust. We provide professional service with a personal touch that has kept clients coming back year after year. Visit Pollock's at 913 Winchester Avenue in Ashland or on the web at pollocksjewelers.com.
Hey, Tomcat fans, Old Man Winter's back once again. Don't let him keep you snowed in this year. Ashland Milling can help keep your walks and driveways clear from snow and ice. 50-pound bags of winter ice melt only $9.95. And if you want something that won't hurt your concrete, use 50-pound bags of calcium chloride for only $23.95. Ashland Milling would like to say thanks to the Tri-State for letting us serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats! Come on down to the Jubilee Bingo Hall Thursday and Friday nights. Doors open at 4. Games start at 6:30 with a $5,000 nightly payout. Game 18 is worth $1,100. Friendly workers, padded chairs, 10 miles west of Ashland on Route 60. Take exit 180 off I-64. Go left 1 mile next to Manning Furniture. Phone 606-928-4646.
Owned and operated by People Helping People Incorporated. License number 102.
It's time for the halftime report. Let's head back to the arena for a recap of the first half on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bardstown, Kentucky, here at Bardstown High School, where the Tomcats lead it 34-25 at half. Tomcats led by as many as 10 in that first half at 29-19, leaded by 9 right now. Bardstown biggest lead was that of 3 at 12-9. We've had a couple of lead changes and 2 ties, the last one at 12. And Ashland outscored Bardstown that first quarter 17-16. In the second quarter, the Cats outscore the Tigers 17-9 to lead by 9 here at halftime. It's Ashland 34, Bardstown 25. We'll come back and look at the JV game, which Ashland won, and have the first half stats for you in just a moment here on Cat Sports.
Kelly, Galloway, Smith, Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly, Galloway, Smith, Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly, Galloway, Smith, Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours, too. Call them and let Kelly, Galloway, Smith, Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
This is Clay at Pollock's, where you will find the Tri-State's largest selection of diamonds. We are also your home for all of your Pandora stackable rings and your Alex and Ani needs. Locally owned and operated since 1874, Pollock's is a name that you know and trust. We provide professional service with a personal touch that has kept clients coming back year after year. Visit Pollock's at 913 Winchester Avenue in Ashland or on the web at pollocksjewelers.com.
Primary Plus has invested in your health and invested in the health of our community. Primary Plus Ashland is happy to grow our team, welcoming family nurse practitioner Morgan Elkins, as well as Kelsey Lucas to our counseling services team. Primary Plus Grayson is excited to add dermatology with nurse practitioner Kelly Sparks. Primary Care Pediatrics, Women's Health, Infusion, Counseling, Pharmacy, and now dermatology. Complete care for the entire family. Primary Plus has 14 locations, including Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and their newest location in Moorhead. See them online at primaryplus.net.
McMeans Pharmacy, where you're a name, not a number. They provide personalized care from their locally owned, trustworthy team. McMeans Pharmacy cares about you and your loved one's health and well-being. McMeans Pharmacy proudly supports the Ashland Tomcats. They're here to serve Ashland and their surrounding communities with fast, friendly service at both locations, 2920 Carter Avenue, Ashland, and 708 4th Street, South Point, Ohio.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Our Kindred Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
Ratliff Pool Center, located in Gallipolis and Jackson, or visit online at ratliffpoolcenter.com. Little Caesars, home of the classic hot and ready pizza. Order online at littlecaesars.com or download the Little Caesars app. Delightfully local, delightfully fresh. Shop online at foodfairmarkets.com.
Celebrity voice impersonation not an endorsement.
Why go to a single furniture store when you can go to Big Sandy Superstore? Shop and compare America's top 5 mattress brands, plus Nectar and Purple. And choose from over 22,000 in-stock appliances from the top brands at the guaranteed lowest price. Or furnish the room of your dreams with a large selection of American-built furniture. With financing plans for just about anyone, there's nowhere else quite like it. Big Sandy Superstore.
Stop by Toyota of Ashland before or after the game and save thousands during Truck Month at Toyota of Ashland. Save up to $5,000 off MSRP on select Toyota Tundras and Toyota Tacomas. Up to $3,000 off MSRP. It's Truck Month at Toyota of Ashland. They look forward to seeing you soon. Stop by 3503 Winchester Avenue in Ashland, Kentucky, or visit toyotaofashland.com.
Toyota of Ashland Truck Month. Toyota Tundra is based off stock number T235773 and Tacoma stock number T052137.
Bluegrass Wound Care and Hyperbarics in Ashland is different. Bluegrass Wound Care is not just a wound care center, it's a wound healing center. The experts at Bluegrass Wound Care and Hyperbarics provide compassionate and advanced care. Their skilled team, equipped with state-of-the-art technology, is here for you. Make your appointment today and enjoy convenient parking within 25 feet of the door. Call 606-325-6493 or visit bluegrasswoundcare.com. Bluegrass Wound Care and Hyperbarics. We are wound care in Kentucky.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
You're listening to the Halftime Report on Cat Sports 93.3 at 1340.
Tomcats lead it here at halftime, 34-25 over Bardstown. Cats come in on an 7-game win streak, 10-5. Bardstown stands at 9-2 on the season. They've won 2 in a row. Let's see. Oh, JV game. That's what I got to do. JV's won tonight, beating Bardstown. They were ahead 22-12 at the end of one quarter, 33-20 at half, 44-34 at the end of 3. Win it by 10, 59-49. Led tonight by Jalen Strader. He put on quite a shooting performance. He had 5 threes in the contest for 20 points. Elijah Neal had 19 points and 9 assists in the contest. Justin Hughes was 6. River Lynch had 3 on a 3. Dalen Farrell had 8. And Max Carley had 3 for the JVs, who are now 5-2 on the season. And in this game here tonight, we have the Tomcats up 9. Bardstown had Hatfield with 5 in the first half. Spalding with 5. Williams had 2. Javen Montgomery was scoreless. Stones had 8 coming off the bench. Amari Stone was scoreless. Pointer scoreless. Quavon Montgomery scoreless. Calhoun had 3 and Barnett with 2 on a couple of free throws. For the Tomcats, Xander Carter has 10 points, all coming with 5 two-pointers. Lalone with 8, Hoskins with 3, Smith's got 9, Clark with 5. Davis scoreless for the Tomcats, who played only 6 in the first half. And I want to send out a special hello tonight to Herb Conley. His birthday is tomorrow. Herb will be turning 83 and doing much better. He had a little spell back in the late November and December, but doing much better now. And hello to Christopher and Hobie, who are back home. Hobie Rogers, our #1 Tomcat fan. And then some bad news today. Philip Haywood, the head coach of the Belfry Pirates, one of my favorite guys, and just a real personable guy and a great football coach, obviously, was in a horrible automobile accident this morning, and he is in intensive care at the University of Kentucky. I hope you will put him in your prayers. He's not doing very well at all, to be honest with you. I don't know how old Coach Haywood is, but he's getting up there in years, and he's not in real good shape. So put Coach Philip Haywood from Belfry in your prayers. Tomcats start with the basketball. We go to the third 8. It's Smith and Carter, Clark, Lalone, and Hoskins. And Lalone's got it out front to Smith. Down low to Carter. Inside out Hoskins for his triple. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Montgomery. That's Javen Montgomery. He'll get it to Spalding. Here comes Spalding with it. Gets it on the near wing now to Stone. Back to Spalding. Tomcats still in their 2-3 zone. Been very good. They tried to play man-to-man for a little while against Bardstown, but nothing happened. In fact, Bardstown took the lead. They went zone and now lead it by 9. Out front, Spalding. Gets it to Hatfield. He'll try a long one. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Carter. Carter comes out there on the dead run. Carter's going to go inline to inline. He'll lay it up and in. Cats by 11 now, 36-25. That's their biggest lead. Here comes Bardstown with it. In the lane is Williams. Missed the shot. Rebounded by Caleb Clark. Here come the Cats. Clark splits the defenders, heads down floor, lays it up, and gets hammered, going to the bucket. A minute into the third, Ashland up by 11. And the foul is going to be on, I think it's Amari Stone, his second. At the line will be Caleb Clark for Ashland. He'll shoot 2. He missed his only attempt in the first half. Still a good free throw shooter at 77% for the season. Junior pushes it up and in. Extends a Tomcat lead to 12 at 37-25. Stones is back in, and Stone will go out. Stones for Stone. One more for Caleb Clark. Can extend the Tomcat lead, and he does. 38-25. And here comes Bardstown with it. Out front, Spalding to Stones. Stones are going to have to guard him. He can pop them from 25 feet or better. Here's Hatfield with it. He'll penetrate, can't shoot. Loses his dribble, gets it to Spalding. Ashland still in their 2-3 zone. Spalding will stand and dribble out near midcourt. Take it out near the Paul, give it to Montgomery. Montgomery back to Spalding, back to Montgomery, back to Spalding as they play pitch and catch. Spalding penetrates, gives to Montgomery. He'll try a 3-ball of his own and hit it. His first points of the night to make it 38-28. Cats by 10. 6:15 to go here in the third. Hoskins now to Clark. Clark with it. Bardstown man-to-man. Now to Carter. Carter guarded by Stones. He'll look things over. High pick and roll. And they call an offensive foul on Caleb Clark, and that's terrible call. Terrible call. Ashland had only 3 turnovers in the first half. Give him one more, now at 4. He stood there and took it. That's just a terrible call. I can say that because the official's right below me. He just missed it. Inbounds to Spalding. Ashland up by 10. Bardstown with the ball. 6 minutes to go in the third. Spalding with it out near midcourt against the Tomcat 2-3. Now to Stones. Back over to Spalding. Back over to Stones. Stones will penetrate to the arc. Can't shoot. Penetrates again. Lobs it over to Spalding. Spalding with it, looking things over. He'll penetrate. He can't shoot, and he'll back it back out on the dribble. Give to Montgomery at the elbow. His shot is up and short, but Montgomery goes and gets his rebound, looks, pushes it up and in. Montgomery cuts a lead 8. 38-30. Here comes Caleb Clark. He'll go to the bucket against Williams. Put the shot up and in. Won't count. Fouled before the shot by Williams, his second. Common foul. Tomcats will keep it, leading 38-30 with 5:29 to go in the third. Smith will put it in play in his own end zone far side, bring it into Lalone. Lalone with it, straight away Carter. Carter guarded by Montgomery, now to Smith. Smith to Lalone. Bobbles it, picks it up, and gives to Smith. Cross court to Carter. Carter at 5:15 to the third. They clear it out for him, and he'll go to work. They set the high pick and roll, and Carter will roll down to the bucket and lay it up and in. Make it 40-30. Cats back out to the 10-point lead with 5 minutes to go here in the third. Here comes Stones over to Spalding. Spalding will look. He'll penetrate inside out to Hatfield. Hatfield will go into the paint, give it to Stones from way out. Missed that one, thank goodness. Rebounded by Clark. He heads down floor, and he'll get tripped and fouled. That foul is going to be on Hatfield, his second. Nope, first, I'm sorry. 40-30 Ashland, 4:51 to go in the third. Tomcat ball. Smith lobs it into Carter. Bardstown picks up, half-court man-to-man. Carter in a hurry to Smith. Smith down deep in the corner, back out to Carter. He'll let go with a 3. He hadn't had one tonight, and he missed that one. Spalding with a rebound, down to Stones. He'll get an easy one on the other end. And they'll call an offensive goal or a defensive goaltending against Carter. 40-32. Bardstown again trims the lead to 8 with 4.5 minutes to go in the third. Carter walks it across the line. Now Bardstown's going to go to a 2-3 zone. First time we've seen that tonight. Here's Smith with it out front. Gives to Lalone in the corner to Hoskins. His 3-ball is rimming out, rebounded by Hatfield. Bardstown making a run. They've got it to 8 and have the basketball. Here comes Spalding. He'll take it all the way to the basket. Reverse layup, good. It's down to 6 at 40-34. After leading by 11. Or 13, I'm sorry, 38-25. Here comes Carter. Again, a 3 by Lalone. He missed it. Rebounded by Spalding. And Bardstown, they got a chance again. Here comes Spalding. He'll go all the way in. Now back it out on the dribble. Gives it over to Stones. Stones will throw it away. That'll go into the cheap seats. Bardstown will commit their 7th turnover. 3:46 to go in the third. Ashland's lead at 6 now, 40-34 after leading 38-25. 9-2 run here by the Tigers. Bounce over to Smith for the Tomcats. Smith looks over the Bardstown 2-3 zone, gives to Carter, back to Smith, and back to Lalone. Smith has it deflected into backcourt. He'll go and get it. Smith will walk it across the line, now to Carter. Carter will stand and hold the basketball, put it on the floor. Set the high pick and roll again. Go to Smith for his long 3. It's an air ball and out of bounds. Bardstown basketball. 3:15 to go in the third. 40-34. Bardstown has cut the lead to 6. Here comes Stones with it, and Lalone picks his pocket. He'll go to the other end and lay it up, and it'll go. He just picked it clean as a whistle. 42-34, Ashland by 8, 3 minutes to go in the third. Here comes Spalding with it. Ashland in their 2-3 zone. Over to Stones. Stones on the near side. Looks it over and back over to Spalding on the far side. Back to Stones it comes. Stones will take it into the elbow, throw it up. It's way short of the mark. Rebound to Montgomery, right back up and in. Montgomery's a garbage man. He'll get the bucket. 42-36. Carter for three, and he missed another one. And had a three all night. Hoskins tips a rebound, but it's out of bounds. With 2:34 to go in the third, Cam Davis will check in, and Tyson Lalone will go out. Ashland has the lead, but it's at 42-36. And Pointer will check back in for Bardstown, and Montgomery will go out. I don't know why they took Montgomery out. He's their only offense right now. He's really going to war on the boards and getting some nice garbage buckets. Ashland in their 2-3, Spalding for Bardstown. Gives to Stones, back to Spalding. Spalding way outside the arc. Set a high pick and roll. He'll go into the lane. Shot over Carter. No good. Tipped up and in. But oh, it came out. Pointer had it and lost it. Got it again. Puts it up and makes it. Tomcat lead is down to 4 at 42-38. And Brian Bonner has seen enough. With 2:11 to go here in the third. Timeout on the floor with the Tomcats up by just 4 now at 42-38. We'll be back in a moment on Cat Sports.
Here's another Kendra Communications Community Chatter. The Marshall University Jones C. Edwards School of Medicine is hosting La Dolce Vino, an evening of Italian wines. This wine and food pairing fundraising event will be held Friday, February 7th at the Tuma Museum of Medicine in downtown Huntington. For information on tickets, RSVP Selena Yohe at yohe@marshall.edu or call 304-691-1700.
This Kenner Communications Community Chatter brought to you by Lulu's, the Tri-State's premier smoke shop.
KFB, the Better Bank, is dedicated to its customers. We want our customers to feel confident with every financial decision made at KFB. From checking accounts to loans, we have your back. KFB is where a strong financial foundation starts. Visit us at one of our locations or www.kfb.bank to see how we can help you start building your financial foundation. KFB, the Better Bank. Located in Ashland, Summit, Catlettsburg, Louisa, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Well, the Tomcat lead is quickly evaporated. It went from 13 down to 4. Bardstown in their 2-3 as Davis attacks, gives to Smith. 2 minutes to go in the third. Smith, jump pass out to Davis, down to Lalone. Inside out, Smith will try the three ball. Got it. That'll stop the bleeding. He gets his third three. 45-38, Cats by 7. Out front is Stones with it. Stones is going to dribble it to the far side to Spalding. Spalding will penetrate. Back out to Stones. Stones looks things over. He'll back out for another long three. He'll hit another one. He's got 3 of them. 45-41. Ashland lead at 4. The 90 seconds to go here in the third. Cam Davis will walk it across the line. Bardstown in their 2-3. Davis will stand and dribble on front, out just standing on the paw print. Goes to Carter. Carter will take it into the lane, dish it out, and we'll get a foul on Hatfield, maybe. Yep. His second. It'll be Tomcat basketball. On the common foul, up by just 4. Checking in for Bardstown now comes number 11, Barnett, and out will go Hatfield. Smith will inbounds it for the Tomcats, who lead it by 4. Smith in his own end zone, lobs it into Carter. Carter at the arc on the deep left corner. Back out to Clark. Caleb will give it back to Carter. Bardstown still in their 2-3 zone. Carter will run the point out front. Bounce right side to Smith. Smith back out Carter. Carter will penetrate, can't shoot. He'll back it out with 60 seconds to go. Now to Smith at the elbow and back out to Carter. Ashland up 45-41. Smith for 3 more and missed that one. Rebound chase down, going to go out of bounds. Ooh. Bardstown hit it. And they'll get the basketball. That's that same official. The same guy. The Bardstown player hit it, knocked it out of bounds, and they'll give it to Bardstown. This guy is really bad. As bad as they come. 45 seconds to go. Bardstown down by just 4. They've had a good quarter. Here's Stones out to Spalding. Spalding to Pointer. Pointer bobbles it, picks it up. Goes to Spalding. Spalding penetrates, can't shoot. Loses the handle on it, and he double dribbled. Another Bardstown turnover. That's their 9th. And with 33 seconds to go in the quarter, Ashland will get the ball up 45-41. Clark will inbounds it to Davis. Bardstown in their 2-3 zone. Be nice to end the quarter with a nice bucket here for the Cats. Davis will just stand and dribble. He'll penetrate at 22 seconds. Take it back to his left, near side to Clark at 18. Clark against Stones. Gives to Davis at 13 seconds. Back to Clark, and now in the corner, Smith will try the three. Missed it. Carter had the rebound, knocked off Bardstown out of bounds. It'll be Ashland ball with 8 seconds to go. Ashland will have it underneath their bucket on the far side, now up 45-41. Drew Smith will trigger it. Hatfield back in for Bardstown, and Barnett will go out. So the Tomcats have a chance still to get a couple of points on the board. Here's Smith looking, inbounds to Carter, down the lane, lays it in, and got fouled and won. Count the bucket. We finally got a call out of this official. Foul is going to be on Williams, his third. Carter will go to the line to shoot one. Has not attempted a free throw tonight. Ashland's only 2 of 3 from the foul line. Bardstown is 2 of 2. Carter, a 69% free throw shooter. We'll try and give Ashland a 7-point lead. He missed it. Rebound Montgomery at 5 seconds. Up to Stones at 3, at 2, at 1. Knocked away and fouled by Smith with 2 seconds to go. Probably not a bad foul. Smith's first. 47-41 Ashland. 2 seconds to go. Bardstown will put it in play at their hash mark here on the near side in forecourt. Montgomery to look, get it into Stones. Stones will throw up a prayer. He got it! It went in. He's falling out of bounds, and it went in. And at the end of 3, it's a tight one. Ashland 47. Bardstown 44 here on Cat Sports.
Big Sandy knows better performance begins with better sleep, whether that's in the boardroom, the classroom, or the gym. No shortcuts, no workarounds. If you're not sleeping, well, it's more than likely your old mattress. We have the top brands to try before you buy. Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Sealy, Casper, Purple, Nectar, and more at the guaranteed lowest price. Plus, free fast delivery on most sets and a 120-night guarantee, and financing options regardless of your credit. Better sleep begins at Big Sandy Superstore.
Celebrity impersonation not an endorsement.
Bluegrass Wound Care and Hyperbarics in Ashland is different. Bluegrass Wound Care is not just a wound care center, it's a wound healing center. The experts at Bluegrass Wound Care and Hyperbarics provide compassionate and advanced care. Their skilled team, equipped with state-of-the-art technology, is here for you. Make your appointment today and enjoy convenient parking within 25 feet of the door. Call 606-325-6493 or visit bluegrasswoundcare.com. Bluegrass Wound Care and Hyperbarics. We are wound care in Kentucky.
You're listening to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Bardstown has it to start the final 8, and they down by just 3 at 47-44 after the buzzer beater by Stones at the end of the third. 47-44, here comes Stones. Ashland still in their 2-3 zone. Stones dribbling out near midcourt, stands and dribbles. Looks things over, goes on the left side to Hatfield. Back to Montgomery. Hatfield now to Stones. Stones near side. High post Montgomery. Pointer to the bucket. Lays it in. We got a 1-point game. Bardstown 46. Ashland 47. Here come the Cats. Davis with it. Smith to Davis. Right side to Carter. Carter with it. Looks things over. Back to Smith. In the corner alone to Smith. Back out to Carter. Near side to Davis. He swings it. Back out front to Carter. Carter back over to Smith. Bardstown in their 2-3 zone. Carter near side Davis. Davis wants to, decides not to. Carter penetrates inside out. Lalone in the deep left corner. He'll penetrate, go to Carter. He'll shoot the 3, and he got his first one. That's a big one. 50-46. Ashland by 4 with 7 minutes to play. Spalding across the line for Bardstown. Ashland needs some stops. Spalding gets it to Hatfield, to Montgomery to Hatfield. Hatfield with it. Near side to Spalding. Back out to Hatfield. On the far side of Montgomery and back to Hatfield. And back to Montgomery. He'll try a 3. Got it. Right on the money. His second 3 of the night. Cuts it to 1 again. 50-49. Bardstown within 1. Davis to Carter down the lane, puts it up and gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul on Pointer. His second. Carter will shoot 2. Where today he is 0 of 1. Ashland up 50-49 with 6.5 to play. 2 shots for Xander Carter. Carter, the senior, headed to Liberty University, pushes it up, rolled it in. Boy, it was got the shooter's roll on that one. Up 2, 51-49. Hoskins in and Davis out for Ashland. One more for Xander Carter. Give Tomcats a 3-point lead. Couple of dribbles on its way. Missed another one. Rebounded by Caleb Clark. Great hustle from Caleb. Out front to Malone. Malone goes down the lane. Smith from the deep right corner. He got that bad boy. His 4th 3 of the night. Ashland's out by 5. 54-49. A timeout Bardstown with 6:22 to go. We'll be right back here on Cat Sports.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
This is Clay at Pollock's, where you will find the Tri-State's largest selection of diamonds. We are also your home for all of your Pandora stackable rings and your Alex and Ani needs. Locally owned and operated since 1874, Pollock's is the name that you know and trust. We provide professional service with a personal touch that has kept clients coming back year after year. Visit Pollock's at 913 Winchester Avenue in Ashland or on the web at pollocksjewelers.com.
Now, back to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Pointer goes down the lane on the inbounds, puts it up and in, and gets fouled by Xander Carter, his second. And at the line will be Pointer to get the chance at the end 1 to pull Bardstown within 2. Ashland up by 3 with 6:10 to go. Pointer, only a freshman. He's a good-looking prospect, too. Pushes it up. He missed it. Rebounded by Carter. Cats by 3, 54-51. Bardstown still in their 2-3 zone. They pull their 2 front men out above the arc. Malone over to Smith, in the corner to Carter. Smith for 3 more. He got that one. He's got his 5th 3, and Ashland up by 6 at 57-51. Here comes Spalding into the paint. Inside out to Montgomery. Montgomery will go into the lane. He'll lay it up and in. He's having a big game for the 6'2 junior. 57-53 Ashland. 5.5 to go. They clear it out for Carter. He'll blow by Stones. He'll lay it up. Good, and 1. Stones can't guard him. Carter will get the N1 here, but he struggled from the foul line today. Stones' 3rd foul. Carter 1 for 3 at the foul line today. Need this one. Ashland up by 6. Make it a 3-possession game. He puts it up, got that one. 60-53. Cam Davis back in for the Cats. Caleb Clark will go out. 5.5 to go with Ashland leading it by 7. Inbounds to Stones. Tomcats still in their 2-3 zone. Stones will walk it up the far sideline. Takes his time, lobs it near side to Spalding. Back to Stones. And out of Hatfield. Hatfield back out on top to Stones. Stones penetrates, can't shoot, gives to Spalding. Back out to Stones. He'll let fly with another long one. Well, he missed one, thank goodness. Rebound Hoskins, and he has it knocked away out of bounds. It'll belong to the Tomcats with 5:07 to go, leading 60-53. Bardstown got within 1 on a couple of occasions. It'll be Hoskins inbounds to Carter. Bardstown picking up full court man-to-man. Carter will bring it up the far sideline. Now they play man-to-man. So they'll go with a high pick and roll. They'll isolate Mr. Carter, and he'll go to work on Montgomery. His jumper at 10 feet, bouncing out. Rebounded by Montgomery. Montgomery to Stones for Bardstown. He'll pull up. Won't shoot it, or will he? Not yet. Far side to Spalding with 4:40 to go. Spalding now to Stones. Stones behind the back dribble. Back over to Spalding on the far side. Spalding will penetrate. Now out to Stones, and he's taken away by Lalone. He'll dribble it to the other end, put it up, and he'll get hammered from behind by Stones. Lalone will shoot two. That was almost intentional. Pretty close. Miles Stones, who has come off the bench today, and they are calling it intentional. Good job. I got one right. Lalone will shoot two, and the Cats will get the ball up by 7. Lalone up with a free throw. Good. An 86% free throw shooter is Mr. Lalone, and that's second best on the team. 61-53. Tyson will get another one, and it's good. They did call it an intentional foul. I'm surprised we got a call out of that guy because he's bad. 62-53. Tomcat basketball underneath the bucket far side. In comes Stone for Spalding. And Williams will come in, and a timeout for Bardstown. 4:29 to go. Ashland leads at 62-53. Another timeout on the floor. We'll be back in a moment here on Cat Sports.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our community. Primary Plus Ashland is happy to grow our team, welcoming family nurse practitioner Morgan Elkins, as well as Kelsey Lucas to our counseling services team. Primary Plus Grayson is excited to add dermatology with nurse practitioner Kelly Sparks. Primary Care Pediatrics, Women's Health, Infusion, Counseling, Pharmacy, and now dermatology. Complete care for the entire family. Primary Plus has 14 locations, including Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and our newest location in Moorhead. See them online at primaryplus.net.
McMeans Pharmacy, where you're a name, not a number. They provide personalized care from their locally owned, trustworthy team. McMeans Pharmacy cares about you and your loved one's health and well-being. McMeans Pharmacy proudly supports the Ashland Tomcats. They're here to serve Ashland and their surrounding communities with fast, friendly service at both locations, 2920 Carter Avenue, Ashland, and 708 4th Street, South Point, Ohio.
This is Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
62-53. Tomcats lead it with 4:29 to go in the ball game. Be Tomcat basketball. The play resumes. Davis will inbounds. He's in there with Smith, Lalone, Carter, and Hoskins. Cam the junior lobs it into Carter way out front. They'll isolate him inside out to Smith. Smith takes it down the lane, pushes it up. He got it. Good move by Drew Smith. Another big game for Drew. 64-53. There's a steal by Carter. Took it right out of the hands of Hatfield. Here Carter near side Lalone. Lalone back to Carter. A three will be the won't go, but it's rebounded by Carter. Midway through the fourth and final, Ashland up by 11. Carter out near midcourt. Bardstown back to their man-to-man. Looks for a cutter. Out to Davis to Carter. Carter takes it inside out to Lalone. Lalone inside out to Carter. His three-ball try on the money. Cats have caught fire. Now leaded by 14, 67-53. That's their biggest lead of the night. Here comes Stone with it. Stone gives to Stones. Stones with it out front. Davis nearly picked his pocket, knocks it away. Stone gets it back. Now to Stones. He'll try it from 30 feet. Missed one, thank God. With 3:25 to go, Tomcat basketball up 14. Calhoun and Barnett back in for Bardstown. Out goes Stone and Hatfield. And also coming in is Quaven Montgomery, and out goes Stones. It'll be Tomcat basketball with 3:20 to go, leading by 14, 67-53. Bardstown had cut it to 50-49. Tomcats on a 17-4 run right now. Here's Lalone to Carter. Carter against Bardstown man-to-man. Stands and dribbles at 3:10 to play. Cross court now to Davis. Davis to Lalone with 3:05 to go. Now to Hoskins. Open for three. Doesn't take it. Gives to Carter. We're in no hurry. We got the ball in the lead. Carter's going to penetrate and get fouled out front by Pointer, his third. That will be the third team foul on Bardstown. Two more, and the Cats will get on the bonus, leading at 67-53. Hoskins out. Caleb Clark back in for the Cats. Carter will inbounds it at the hash mark in forecourt on the far side. He looks and bounces into Caleb Clark at the elbow. Back to Carter. Carter dribbles it to the near side with 2:50 to go. Carter just stands and dribbles out front. Barnett's going to try and guard him. He'll blow it into the corner to Davis. Davis back to Carter. Carter will drive the baseline, reverse layup, good. 69-53. Ashland has their biggest lead at 16 now with 2.5 to play. Here comes Barnett for Bardstown, and Drew Smith just picked his pocket. He gets it to Lalone. Lalone to Smith. Smith will try and drill that three. He got that bad boy. Yes, sir. Big clutch buckets for the Tomcats down the stretch. 72-53. Tomcats up by 19. Timeout, Bardstown. We'll be back here on Cat Sports.
Hey, Tomcat fans, Old Man Winter's back once again. Don't let him keep you snowed in this year. Ashland Milling can help keep your walks and driveways clear from snow and ice. 50-pound bags of winter ice melt only $9.95. And if you want something that won't hurt your concrete, use 50-pound bags of calcium chloride for only $23.95. Ashland Milling would like to say thanks to the Tri-State for letting us serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats! Come on down to the Jubilee Bingo Hall Thursday and Friday nights. Doors open at 4. Games start at 6:30 with a $5,000 nightly payout. Game 18 is worth $1,100. Friendly workers, padded chairs, 10 miles west of Ashland on Route 60. Take exit 180 off I-64. Go left 1 mile next to Manning Furniture. Phone 606-928-4646. Owned and operated by People Helping People Incorporated. License number 102.
You're listening to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
72-53. Tomcats have blown it out to a 19-point lead with just 2:20 to go. Some daggers by Drew Smith and Xander Carter. They've hit some big buckets down the stretch here. As has Tyson alone with some great defense. Tomcats are going to press 2-2-1. Full court press. In backcourt is Barnett. Barnett gives to Montgomery. Montgomery now to Calhoun. Down low to Williams. He has it knocked away. Tied up by Xander Carter. Possession arrow will give it to Ashland, and a Bardstown turnover. That'll be their 12th of the night. Ashland has but 4. Bring it into Carter. 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Ashland leads at 72-53. Carter will walk it across the timeline. Head to the far side. Angles it over now to Smith. Drew back out front to Caleb Clark. Clark looking. Behind the back dribble. He'll take it to the bucket around Calhoun. Lay it up. Won't count. Fouled before the shot with 1:47. That'll be the 5th team foul on Bardstown. So Caleb Clark will go to the line and shoot 2. He's 2 of 3 from there today. Ashland leads it 72-53. Hoskins will check in for the Cats. Or nope, in a minute. Got to shoot that first free throw. Ashland leads it 72-53 after Bardstown had cut it to 50-49. A 22-4 run as Caleb misses a free throw. Checking in for Bardstown now comes number 13. That's Brody Downs, a 6'3 junior, or 6'3 freshman. And Montgomery's back in. One more for Caleb Clark and add to the Tomcat total. And he does, 73-53. Caleb Clark goes out for the Cats and Hoskins in. Tomcats in that 2-2-1 zone press. In backcourt, here's Montgomery. Montgomery splits the defenders with a pass to Montgomery. That's Quavon to Javen. Out front now to Barnett. Barnett gives it to Calhoun. Calhoun back to Barnett with 90 seconds to go. Now to Montgomery in the lane. Inside out, and Lalone picked his pocket. He's picked a lot of them tonight. He'll go all the way, lay it up. Missed the shot. Rebounded. I thought he got hammered. Go to the other end where Calhoun will put it up, miss it, but he'll get fouled with 1:19 to go. That will put Calhoun at the foul line to shoot 2. His first trip to the line tonight with Ashland leading 73-53, 1:19 to go. Ryan Bonner will clear his bench here in a minute. Shot by Calhoun is good. Justin Hughes, a freshman. Sam Lyons, a junior, in. Davis will go out for the Tomcats, as will Tyson Lalone. One more for Calhoun. Been a successful road trip for the Tomcats. I didn't think we'd come out with a 2-0 record, having to play at Lincoln and at Bardstown, but by golly, we're a pretty good basketball team. Calhoun makes it 73-55. Here come the Cats. Carter with it out front. Minute 8 to go. He'll stand and dribble. Bardstown in a man-to-man. We may be able to dribble this out. 60 seconds to go. Carter will go down the lane. Nobody guarding him, so he'll just lay it in. 75-55. Tomcats by 20 again. Here comes Pointer with it. Pointer gets it to Calhoun. Back to Pointer at 45 seconds. Pointer will take it into the paint. He'll power it up, miss it, everything. Rebound Hoskins to Lyons to Smith, who will lay it up and in. Drew's had a big game. Another big game. 77-55, Ashland by 22. Here comes Hatfield out to Calhoun. He'll throw up a long three. Banked it in. How about that, huh? 77-58. Down floor Lyons with 18 seconds to play. He'll dribble it around. He'll drive the baseline, go all the way to the bucket, through the lane now to Hughes, and back out to Smith with 10 seconds to go. Smith should be able to dribble it out with Ashland leading at 77-58. 5-4, 3-2, and 1, and this one's history. Tomcats win it here tonight. 77-58. Bardstown put a little scare into them here in the fourth quarter, cutting the lead to 1. But the Tomcats respond and win it, coasting in. 77-58 with a win. The Cats win their 8th game in a row. They go to 11-5. Bardstown, another good ball club, had their 2-game win streak snapped. They'll fall to 9-3 on the season. 77-58. Tomcats win it. We'll be back in just a moment here on Cat Sports.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
KFB, the Better Bank, is dedicated to its customers. We want you to feel confident with every financial decision made at KFB. From checking accounts to loans, we have your back. KFB is where a strong financial foundation starts. Visit us at one of our locations or www.kfb.bank to see how we can help you start building your financial foundation. KFB, the Better Bank. Located in Ashland, Summit, Catlettsburg, Louisa, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 44 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, we're not just in the business of fixing cars, we're in the business of turning heads. Our team of skilled technicians is dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime. No matter the make or model, from minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
It's time for the post-game report on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Tomcats win it here tonight in Bardstown, 77-58. Not before Bardstown threw a scare into them. Tomcats got out to an early 5-point lead. Bardstown made a charge to end the quarter, and Ashland led it by 17-16 at the end of one. Tomcats had a pretty good second quarter, outscoring the Tigers 17-9, and had a nice 9-point lead at 35-25, 34-25 at the intermission. But Bardstown had a big third quarter. They cut the lead down to 3 at the end of 3, 47-44, outscoring Ashland 19-13. But the Tomcats came alive in the fourth after Bardstown had cut the lead to 50-49. The Tomcats outscore them 28. Let's see. Overall for the quarter, Ashland had 30 points in that quarter. Bardstown had 14. But the Tomcats outscored them after Ashland had the Tigers had cut the lead to 1. Tomcats outscore them 27 to 14. to end the game and win it on a high note on 19, 77-58, outscoring Bardstown 30-14 in that fourth and final stanza. For Bardstown, they had 2 players in double figures. Miles Stones off the bench with 16 points, and he had 4 threes, including a buzzer beater, to end the third quarter to cut that lead to 3. And Javen Montgomery had 12. Williams with 2, Spalding with 7, Hatfield with 5. Pointer off the bench had 6, Calhoun with 8, Barnett with 2. For the Tigers, the Tomcats had 1, 2, 3 players in double figures. Led tonight by the Tomcats' all-time scorer, Xander Carter. Carter adds 30 to his total. That will give him 2,752 points in his Tomcat career, and obviously leading all Ashland scorers in basketball, maybe forever. 2,752. He's got 30 tonight. Drew Smith with some daggers down the stretch. He had 25 points tonight. He had 6 three-pointers. That's to go with his 9 he had the other night against Chapmanville. Tyson Lalone had a great game tonight. He had 12 points. Hoskins had 3. Clark was 6. Davis was scoreless for the Tomcats as Ashland wins it 77-58. I don't know if I got any girls' scores with me or not. Let's see here. Nope, don't have anything on the girls. They are playing at Bullitt East. I think that game was supposed to start at 5 or 5:30. Well, anyway, I don't have any. So there you go. Dick Dowdy. Haven't seen you in a while. Hi, Dick. Good to hear from you. Thank you, Dick Dowdy. I appreciate your kind comments. All right, Ashland wins it 77-58. And thanks for everybody for listening. We're not done yet. We got Coach Ryan Bonner coming up with his post-game comments brought to you by People Helping People. And then, of course, we will have our Big Sandy Superstore, Superstar of the Game, coming up as well before we head back to Ashland. Not going to be as late as I thought it would be if we don't hit any bad weather. Right now, it's just a little sprinkle outside. If we can get on the road here shortly and outrun the snow, we'll be okay. Ashland 77, Bardstown 58. We'll be back in just a few minutes here on Cat Sports.
Big Sandy knows better performance begins with better sleep, whether that's in the boardroom, the classroom, or the gym. No shortcuts, no workarounds. If you're not sleeping, well, it's more than likely your old mattress. We have the top brands to try before you buy. Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Sealy, Casper, Purple, Nectar, and more at the guaranteed lowest price. Plus, free fast delivery on most sets and a 120-night guarantee, and financing options regardless of your credit. Better sleep begins at Big Sandy Superstore.
Celebrity impersonation not an endorsement.
Bluegrass Wound Care and Hyperbarics in Ashland is different. Bluegrass Wound Care is not just a wound care center, it's a wound healing center. The experts at Bluegrass Wound Care and Hyperbarics provide compassionate and advanced care. Their skilled team, equipped with state-of-the-art technology, is here for you. Make your appointment today and enjoy convenient parking within 25 feet of the door. Call 606-325-6493 or visit bluegrasswoundcare.com. Bluegrass Wound Care and Hyperbarics. We are wound care in Kentucky.
Stop by Toyota of Ashland before or after the game and save thousands during Truck Month at Toyota of Ashland. Save up to $5,000 off MSRP on select Toyota Tundras and Toyota Tacomas. Up to $3,000 off MSRP. It's Truck Month at Toyota of Ashland. They look forward to seeing you soon. Stop by 3503 Winchester Avenue in Ashland, Kentucky, or visit ToyotaofAshland.com. Toyota of Ashland Truck Month. Toyota Tundras is based off stock number T235773 and Tacoma stock number T052137.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours, too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
This is Clay at Pollock's, where you will find the Tri-State's largest selection of diamonds. We are also your home for all of your Pandora stackable rings and your Alex and Ani needs. Locally owned and operated since 1874, Pollock's is the name that you know and trust. We provide professional service with a personal touch that has kept clients coming back year after year. Visit Pollock's at 913 Winchester Avenue in Ashland or on the web at pollocksjewelers.com.
This is the postgame report on Cat Sports 93.3 at 1340.
Tomcats win it here tonight by the final count of 77-58 over the Bardstown Tigers. A two-tough-game road trip for the Tomcats, but the Cats come out with more than passing grades as they win it and win them both. And the Tomcats now on the road in opponents' home gyms, 3-2, and 4-5 on the road overall, so not too bad. Coach Ryan Bonner, good win tonight. Bardstown threw a little scare into you there and had cut the lead to 1 on a couple of occasions, but our kids responded.
Yeah, and it seemed like Xander got us a bucket to keep us in front every time we needed him to.
I thought Drew Smith did too.
He did, especially in the fourth quarter. He absolutely went off in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
He had 13 points in the fourth quarter.
Wow, that's getting it done.
Yeah, so, they were really pressing up on Xander, and I thought that was good for us because he was going by them and he was getting to the rim. I mean, you look at the stats, two.
Yeah.
He was getting layups left and right. We hit a little lull there in the third quarter, but I thought we were extremely composed and we didn't get rattled. You can normally sense those things in timeouts when you're looking at your team. I knew our poise was where it needed to be, and we just made big plays when we needed to. One that sticks out to me is Caleb Clark in that free throw scenario. He gets the offensive rebound and we kick it back out to Drew for a 3.
Right.
It just seemed like, and then Tyson alone defensively came up with some big deflections and steals that created offense for us. We just made the winning plays when we needed to, and you have to do that stuff when you're on the road. And good Bardstown team, and just another really quality win.
Yes, it is. And you mentioned so many things, but Carter's big buckets, Smith's big buckets, and then alone he came up with a couple of steals right down here in front of me on the defensive end, and Caleb Clark's big rebound. So we talked about this in the pregame. We're not a one-man team. You better be able to guard 5 or 6 of us or you're in trouble.
Yeah, and that's right. And Xander draws a lot of attention, but
and deservedly so.
Right, and the way that we are able to space the floor, that's great for us. Like tonight, and they're man-to-man. Like I said, they really tried to pressure Xander, but that allowed him to just go by that pressure. He didn't try to fight it. He just went by it, and he would get into the paint, and he's either getting a layup, fouled, or he's kicking it out to an open shooter. And our guys understand how to space the floor around him, and they know how to create for one another, and that certainly makes my job easy.
Forced him into 13 turnovers tonight, and again, you only had 4.
Yeah.
Really this team just amazes me, and I hear it from opposing coaches and fans how well we pass the ball.
Yeah, we do, and that's gotten so much better from early December to now, and I think that's just guys developing the comfort of playing with one another, and it seems like each game it gets more crisp and better in terms of swinging the ball from side to side, making that extra pass, bumping it ahead. It's just starting to really pop, and I think we could still get better. But you and I have talked all the time. We've got great decision makers, and like I said, that makes my job easy, especially late in the game. You're not overly concerned with press offense and all these things because you got guys that, hey, we can just get it in, space the floor, take care of it, make the right decision, and we're going to be okay.
All right, you started man-to-man, went 2-3 zone because they took the lead there at 12-9.
Yeah.
And that's when you switched to a zone, and that obviously was one of the turning points of the game.
Yeah, it was, and we still let number 20, the Stone kid, get
loose. He can shoot it,
yes, he can. And that's not a fluke either. He was shooting 47% from 3 going into this game. And that was my main concern, jumping in zone. But I just felt like we didn't really have an answer for the way they were driving the basketball at us. And I really wanted to just keep them out of the paint. And I, you got to live with something. And I'll live with contested threes versus layups.
Some of them were 25, 26, 7 feet out.
He hit some tough ones, and you got to weather that storm when you zone a team like this. But and I thought in the third quarter we came out in that zone, and I thought we got a little bit lax on the glass. We gave them way too many second chances because in the first half I thought we were great on the glass. Yeah. Really outside of the bucket that they hit to end the first quarter off the offensive rebound, I can't really think of us really getting hurt on offensive rebounds, but we kind of let up there in the third quarter. But we got out of that zone midway through the fourth because they were just score. Yeah. So I just wanted to try to do something to disrupt their rhythm. But I thought for the most part our zone was effective, and we were able to turn them over out of it too. Like you said, they had 13 turnovers, and I'd say probably all those were us playing zone.
Exactly. Late in the game, you went to a 2-2-1 full court zone.
Yes. Yeah, we wanted to do that because we had a comfortable lead, and I wanted to eat some clock and make them have to bring it rim to rim, and make them work to set their offense. That's something that we kind of started tinkering with last week at practice. I think that's something that can be good for us moving forward. So we had that lead at that point. I was like, you know what? Let's get it on film. That way we can look at it and figure out what we need to work on with it.
Well, you're going to need it somewhere probably down the line.
Yeah, we will. So I wanted to make sure we got it on film. But I thought for that situation it was the right thing to do.
Okay. Well, you go 2 for 2 on this road trip. And this is a tough road. Lincoln County and Bardstown, both good ball clubs, and you handled them both pretty well.
Yeah, and it wasn't an easy trip either in terms of logistics.
I mean, we 3 hours.
Yeah, 3-hour trip to Lincoln County. Then our hotel was an hour from Lincoln County High School. Yeah. So we got to get them back last night, get them fed, get them in bed. Then you got to get them up, feed them breakfast, get them off their feet. You have to time out the shoot around. There's a lot of logistical things that go into trips like this that people don't realize that you have to really get right in order to make sure your team is ready to play. And that's a credit to our staff. That's something we all talked about, and we all made sure we were on the same page about. We had a great shoot-around this afternoon at UC Harrodsburg. Thank you to Coach Austin Sparrow for letting us do that. And, all those things matter when you go on the road and on these overnight trips. You have to really manage it the right way. And I thought we did that as a staff and as a team. So we got everything we needed to out of this trip.
Yep. 2 more. On the road next week, you go to Russell Tuesday, Pike County Central Friday.
Yeah, another 2 tough road games. I know Pike's, Russell's starting to turn a corner, and then Pike Central's playing really good basketball this year. They got a kid, Jaden Stewart, who I believe is one of the state's top scorers. So there ain't no night off.
No night off for the Cats. Well, good win tonight, Coach.
All right, thanks, Dickie.
All right. Coach Ryan Bonner of the Tomcats, his post-game comments brought to you by People Helping People. And now I'll have our Big Sandy superstar of the game, will step in. And it will be a guy I haven't had on here quite a while. I've missed talking to him. Ashland's all-time leading scorer now with 2,752 points after his 30-point performance tonight.
I had 30.
You had 30.
Heck yeah.
And you didn't have any threes in the first half.
Yeah, no, they weren't really falling, but I put in too much work. I put in too much work to doubt myself, so I was telling T-Dot the whole game that I was due for a few. And so I ended up, I think I hit 2 or 3.
You hit 2 in the second half.
Yeah, I hit 2 in the second half. And then shout out to everybody on the team. Drew had a bunch of threes. Tyson was getting steals. He was in every single lane basically the whole game, and then we were able to blow it open in that fourth quarter.
And I want to talk about the team before we get into the actual game, but Coach Bonner and I have talked about this in the pregame and again here in the postgame.
Mm-hmm.
We're not a one-man team. They know that, and Xander Carter, and I'm not blowing smoke, you're one of the best players in the state of Kentucky. We all know that.
Appreciate that.
But if you're going to guard Xander Carter, then if you're going to leave Lalone, Hoskins, Smith, Clark alone, Davis, you're going to pay the price.
100%. Yep, that's just a testament to how much work we put in as a team, and honestly how connected we are off the floor. It allows us to, when I'm getting doubled or face guarded, boxing one, or whoever the case may be, whoever's hot, we have enough trust to just swing that one more. Coach talks about one more passes all the time. We work on it every single day in practice, so just having that one more pass and full confidence that after that one more, our teammate's going to knock the shot down, that really is just a tribute to how close we are off the floor.
There were some daggers tonight. You hit a couple of daggers. I thought Drew Smith had a couple of daggers. Lalone had a couple of real nice steals.
He did.
And got a bucket and some free throws. So, you know, we needed those type plays.
Yeah, 100%. That's it's kind of just how we are. We're going to keep chipping away, and if we have to win in a dogfight by 1 or 2 points, we will. But, you know, we're so offensively talented as a team, 1 through 7, 8, 9, really all the way down to the end of our bench, that if we string a few stops together, we're liable to run off 9, 10, 11 points straight. And so I feel like we came off a really good win last night, but we didn't want to let our emotions get too high, and I felt like our team played pretty level-headed throughout the whole game. They ended up bringing it out of halftime and cutting it back to, I think, 2 points.
Cut to 1.
Cut to 1 point, yeah. And so we maintained, kept the lead the whole game, and then, just like I said, we just trust each other so much we were able to blow it back out in the fourth quarter.
Coach Bonner mentioned that. They cut it to 50-49.
Yeah.
I think we called a timeout.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he just looks in your eyes, and he knew that we were okay.
Oh, 100%.
We're poised. We're calm.
Yeah.
We're going to be okay.
Sometimes I got to calm Coach Bonner down. So he'll be getting routed up on the bench. I'll be like, chill out, Coach.
Sure.
We're good.
We're good. We're going to make it.
We've been in this a few times, and we know how to get out of it. So.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, it's a good road trip. You played at Lincoln, which was I think is a pretty good basketball team.
100% they are.
Bardstown, pretty good basketball team.
Yep.
Come out with 2 good wins.
Yeah. Yep. I think we're just on a solid roll right now, and we're continuing to trust each other, develop every single day. We're learning, we're competing every day in practice, and I think this is just a product of what we reap. We're going to sow eventually, and we have those good teams like Lincoln County, super well coached. Really, really good team. And then we come to Bardstown the next day. We recover really fast last night. Getting to shoot around, get in the gym, and then really athletic, really good, can shoot it, stretch the floor. But, you know, we trust our guys that we're going to make the right play, and we did today.
Good job, Xander Carter.
Appreciate
Thanks
it,
for
Dickie.
coming up.
Thank you so much.
Have a safe trip home,
yes, sir,
my friend.
You too.
Okay. Xander Carter, our Tomcat Big Sandy superstar of the game, as Ashland wins it here tonight, 77-58. All right, before we sign off, I want to say thank you to everybody, but more importantly, I want to say make sure you keep Philip Haywood, the head coach of the Belfry Pirates, in your prayers. He was in a horrible automobile accident earlier today, and he's basically fighting for his life. So please keep him in your prayers. He's obviously a great football coach, but I've always liked the guy. He's always been hospitable and personable to me and always knew who I was, and I greatly appreciate that. All right, thank you, Peyton, back at the studios, spinning the dials. Coach Ryan Bonner, our Xander Carter, a Tomcat superstar of the game from Big Sandy Superstore. This is Sticky Martin. We'll see you Tuesday night from Mar Meredith Gymnasium at Russell. Ashland wins it here tonight, 77-58 over Bardstown on Cat Sports.